Trade Matters is a new podcast from UNL's Institute of Agriculture and Natural Resources and the Clayton Yeutter Institute of International Trade and Finance. It focuses on the fast-moving dynamics of trade policy and how its impacts are felt locally and around the world. Trade Matters looks at trade with guests from backgrounds in politics, journalism, banking, and more. The Yeutter Institute's director, Jill O'Donnell, hosts and interviews the experts.
U.S. agriculture is extremely productive. It is the best in the world, and the U.S. typically runs a surplus in agricultural trade. And I think understanding the many forces and dynamics that allow that to happen are important to understand in order for U.S. agriculture to maintain that advantage. You know, international trade is something that takes a little time and effort to understand. There are just so many factors and forces that influence it. And so I think that this podcast helps to bring something into the foreground that tends to operate in the background of our lives and to make it a little bit more tangible. And so I think that the more understanding a person can have of what makes this system possible, what makes those ag export markets possible, what might be threatening access to those markets, for example, is important to have an understanding of in order to maintain U.S. agriculture's advantage.
Episode 6 of Trade Matters was just released and includes an interview with guest Katrin Kuhlman about emerging trade in Africa. You can listen to the episode of Trade Matters through the Yeutter Institute's website or most podcast platforms, and we've included more information on the Market Journal website.